Tuesday brings us a lot of different foods from around the world, different flavors. Maybe you wouldn't put together usually.
It's never a food that just is like, we're thinking, oh, that sounds delicious.
I don't know, last week we had Oreos.
No, we had different kinds.
Those weren't terrible. We had the Star Wars ones.
Yeah, those are good.
That had like
Yeah.
little pop rocks in them. I thought they were fine.
We've had some good things.
They were terrible.
Questionable. It's normally
But
bad.
it's mostly
Yeah.
trends that people think are awesome.
Like we ketchup in the Kit Kat, disgusting.
I
Not
remember-
anything we have to try
That was
ever
not a
again.
winner. That was a
ketchup in a
loser.
Kit Kat, no.
During the pandemic, tried watermelon with mustard.
You
Yes.
loved it.
I liked it first. It was a little overpowering after a while,
I
but
feel like, mustard would be really
you just got
strong.
to use just a dabble, do you?
So we have Jessica Hughes in studio. Jessica Hughes is representing Sweet Bribery. What is that? It's an ice cream shop in the Heights.
Sweet
It's
Bribery.
on
Heights.
West 19th Street in the Heights, and she has brought us very unique flavors of ice cream that are not the norm that you would see in an ice cream shop. Hi, Jessica. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome.
All right, so we saw the list of some of the things that you guys offer for us today, but in general, is this ice cream shop, does it have like chocolate chip cookie dough, really? Or like chocolate
You
mint?
have the old standards, right?
Regular
Yes,
stuff.
so there are the typical standard ice creams that you know and love, vanilla chocolate.
Get a little
and-
closer to the mic so we can hear you a little bit better.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yes. So your typical ice creams. There's also sorbets. Everything is craft made in house. We also seasonally, Girl Scout cookie season just happened, so we had Thin Mint ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Are you
so
going to
just-
roll the pumpkins in like 2 weeks now?
Probably. Oh my gosh, I know, right?
Okay, so Jessica.
July
from-
7th, they do that right after 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Pumpkin season starts.
I know. That's why Bath and Body Works has all their stuff on sale.
But
because
how
they're
did you
rolling out
ever
the
come
pumpkins.
up with some of the ideas for these not so normal flavors?
So Chef Steve Marquez is the genius behind Sweet Bribery. So he's the one that's crafting and coming up with all of these. They recently just did a collaboration with Hidden Omakase, and so that's kind of where the pho ice cream came into play.
So that is like a pho is like Vietnamese, right?
Yes, yes.
It's a delicious soup that could be beef broth based or chicken broth based, and it has the vermicelli noodles inside, has vegetables, very thin slices of meat or pork or chicken.
So is all that
real
in ice
flavor with
cream?
siracha and hoisin sauce.
It sounds delicious, but not as ice cream.
No, so this one, it's actually vegetarian broth based.
Okay.
So there isn't all of the other fun chunks of meat or anything.
Yes, so
Ice
No.
cream doesn't sound good.
So it's actually quite nice with, some star anise, some clove, some coriander. So it's
Really?
very spiced.
Okay, is that what we're
Let's
going to
try that
try
one
first?
Let's try that one.
All right.
Okay, let's try the
Pass
pho
it
first. So you
around.
have
Let's
pho.
try the pho.
You brought elote and cacio e
Cacio e pepe.
Okay, so that's pepper and
Yes.
cheese in Italian. You pricing the cracked pepper pasta
yes.
with
Eric's
the cheese. That's what that
face.
is.
Yeah.
Eric is mortified.
That sounds dangerous. Like
Little-
if you got stomach problems.
Why?
Ice cream plus all that cheese.
I
and
thought
all
you
that
meant the
other stuff.
actual, dish. Cacio e pepe is delicious, but
Cacio
in
e
ice cream
pepe.
form, we're going to find out.
It smells
So-
like pho.
Ooh, it's cold.
Does
it really?
Oh,
It does.
I'm
It has
really
like
excited.
it's not in a bad way. It does not smell like a meat. It smells like a
seasoning.
like a seasoning, the soup
Oh yeah, it totally does.
Yeah.
aspect of
Whatever the
it.
seasoning
Oh,
of
Kev is
pho
not a
is.
fan.
Kevin already had
That
it.
did not last long. Kevin, we haven't even got our spoon yet.
No.
I still have it on my spoon.
I have a cold, so maybe that will help me.
Hang
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
you go
second. All
next.
right.
I won't taste it.
And do
Eric,
something. Who's going
Did you already
next?
try it?
I've
Yes,
never
it
had
tastes
pho
like
before.
pho.
I've never had pho before.
I want Eric to try it because he has
I
a
love
cold.
Vietnamese
and then
food.
Ryan and I will try it
I'm
because
not
we
so
don't
sure
have
about
colds.
ice cream.
This is my first pho ever.
Oh, then maybe you're not the best
Let's
judge.
see.
You've
No.
never had
I bet
pho.
like it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Eric is gonna.
Nope.
Maybe you need
Move
pho
out
on
of the
your
way.
shit.
Move out of the way, man.
Well, let me go for it here real
let's try
quick.
to
Okay.
think.
Hang on. All right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to
Okay.
try it. The pho ice cream.
Pho ice cream. And again, Jessica, this is just the vegetable broth base of the pho.
That's what.
With the cream.
I gotta say, forget it.
That is a hard dad joke.
Like he was waiting for
It
that one.
tastes
Wait,
spot on
yeah.
that it's delicious because it does taste like pho.
Right.
The ice cream aspect of it and it being cold
weird.
grosses me out
Yeah,
in
it
that
throws me
sense.
off.
No,
But
actually,
it tastes spot on. It's really good.
I'm
does
going to
taste
shock
like-
you guys all
Yeah.
and tell you I don't mind this.
Yeah.
I can totally taste the coriander in this, Jessica.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can totally taste the anise.
It's like they froze pho.
I know, but I mean,
I don't get pho
love
at all from
pizza,
this.
but
I'm
I
just
don't
getting
want
some good
pizza ice
flavors.
cream.
No, it's I think it's spot on for pho.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Which one are we
For
doing
ice
next?
cream, I give it a thumbs
Next.
up.
That was
Everyone else says thumbs down. I'm giving
terrible.
What's
Ahmad, did you give it thumbs up?
I give it like middle. I wouldn't
I
eat a
give
whole
it-
Middle finger?
pint.
It's way better than I thought it was going to be. So what do we have next? Elote or
Okay,
cacio y pepe?
let's do elote next.
Okay, elote, of course, is the Mexican corn that has
Street
the
corn.
spices and
Delicious.
the mayonnaise. You can get it on the cob. I've seen it in a cup. It is very spicy and
could be
delicious. Now, I think corn ice cream could be good because corn pudding is a popular item at Thanksgiving.
Right.
And corn has a sweetness to it, but I don't know about the other.
Alright, I'm scared for this one.
It looks like
the
it
smell
looks
of
like
it-
a really
Good-
good custard.
Good smell.
It smells kind of like a hint of corn,
smell
but
the
nothing
corn.
crazy.
Well, did we do cream corn something one time on the show?
I love cream
what-
corn.
I thought it was the cream corn
I grew
soda.
up in the
Didn't we try that?
cornfields. There we go. Let's try it. That's good.
Oh yeah, there's no spice at all though.
Really going to town.
It's just really good.
Okay, this is good.
This one is really
This
good.
isn't bad. This is good. This,
This
is
is
good.
really
I
good.
give this one
This does taste
This
good.
gets a B plus.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, so
Should I
this
put some
one is
tahini on it?
that would be
Yes.
good. Mostly just the grilled corn and the cotija cheese.
This is really good. It tastes.
Ooh, I
it's got
like that one.
I like that.
country
wouldn't-
vanilla flavor.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't, I wouldn't
Sweet
search
vanilla.
it out, but it ain't bad.
It's good. I like
It's a
it.
very sweet
I
vanilla.
would have a whole bowl of this. This
Yeah,
is
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, elote thumbs up for most of us.
Yes.
Elote. Next up, cacio y pepe. So it's
All right,
pepper
so
and
cacio
cheese.
e pepe, yes.
Is
So
there
this one
is
will
there
probably be
pasta in
a
it?
bit rich.
Are there bits of pasta?
Your chef's
No,
really good.
no chunks,
Nailing-
no chunks.
Yeah, he's nailing the
nailed
flavors.
the flavors.
Yeah.
Let's try this. Let's try this next one. Sometimes it's really fun to have like a little bit of spice on something that's cold. So, like I said, maybe I'd add like a sprinkle of something spicy on that elote because it's like a very delicious sweet vanilla.
I like how you can scoop it easy.
Yeah,
Even though it's
it's
really
nice
cold.
and soft.
Yeah.
I don't
By the way,
like
for the
ice cream
texture is
when
really
it's
good.
so hard that you can't get it out.
Well, for those just tuning in, it's
Yeah,
Sweet
chisel it out.
Bribery. Sweet
I
Bribery.
don't smell anything on this one.
Is
one doesn't have a smell.
ice cream shop at 250 West 19th Street. Jessica has brought us elote ice cream, pho ice cream, and this one is cacio y pepe, which is pepper and cheese.
Cacio y pepe.
Pepper and cheese.
I
I don't taste anything different in this.
It tastes like
in the
vanilla.
sense of like pepper or cheese. Like I didn't know what kind of cheese I was supposed to taste.
I just
It's
taste
not
vanilla.
as sweet as the elote, but it has like a same kind of
This one
baseline.
will have a pecorino romano cheese base to it. So
It's pretty good.
It says like vanilla ice cream. If I give this to my kids, I wouldn't even tell them it's cacio y pepe.
Yeah.
They would just think it's vanilla.
Yeah.
I think so. I
That's
think
good,
so.
too.
yeah, I like it.
Not
I need a
terrible.
bowl of that.
That's good.
Now, when we did Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream, believe me, they
Oh,
knew
yeah.
it was tasty.
Oh God, that was horrible.
Okay, I give them three thumbs up for all three
Yeah.
flavors.
Yeah, I
I
like
just
that.
need
The
some
first one
spice on
was
elote. That's what I
terrible.
want. It's
Now-
called Sweet
Now
Bribery.
we have a good one to end it with.
Okay.
yes,
We've
I
cleansed
did
the
bring
palate.
a good palate cleanser. This one is Space City Orange, so it's going to be very
like an orange sherbet or
Like an orange creamsicle, which was Chef Steve's
creamsicle.
favorite treat.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I used to get the Fred Flintstone one. It looked
The
like
push pops?
Looked like a toilet paper roll.
It was a push
Oh,
pop.
those are so
Oh, yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
The Schwan Man came.
Send over some spoons.
Got one
Sweet.
spoon left.
Okay, so give
yeah.
it to
You
Sam.
got some spoons over here.
Thank you, Kevin, because
Here's
this looks freaking
another one.
delicious.
There's
I'm
more
taking a
spoon.
big old spoonful.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. It's Sweet Bribery. How long has Sweet Bribery been open, Jessica? Is it fairly new?
You're like,
Like
we
within
should-
a year?
Don't do this to me.
Put
It
me
is
in the
not
spot.
new. It's been in the Heights at least for a few
that's
years.
good.
You can go to
It's like
sweetbriberyhtx.com. And
Orange
this is called
creamsicle.
Orange Crush.
Yeah, that's like.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Bomb.
I'm 8 years
Bomb.
old again.
I eat that all day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is the bomb.
Yeah.
This is
All
a
right.
push pop without the work.
Yeah, leave
we
me
ended on that.
leave me that one.
This one is delicious. Definitely recommend.
I like that.
I kind of want to go back to the pho a little bit and
Oh,
taste some
God.
spice.
Well, I know what you can take home today.
There you go.
It does
Yeah,
taste
I'm
like the push pop.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
that
eat a
was
bowl of
good.
this for breakfast.
Yeah.
Jess, give out your Instagram. She does a lot of good food content, so tell us your
We
Instagram.
will love that.
Sure. So my Instagram handle it's jesscreates.htx.
And that's JESS.
yes. Creates.htx.
Okay.
All right. Well, Jess, thanks for listening to the Roula and Ryan
Yeah, thanks
show.
for reaching
Thank
out to
you
us too.
so
And
much.
showing
Absolutely.
us-
Thank you
If you
so
have other
much.
stuff that you find, bring it our way.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll try it.
Thank you.
So overall, we give a thumbs up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yes,
that was-
delicious.
That was the least torturous try.
That was
Tuesday.
really, really enjoyable.
way better than mac and cheese shots.
That's
Oh, yeah,
My
thank
favorite
goodness.
is definitely the
Of
corn
liquor.
and the orange.
mac and cheese.
Ahmad,
Yeah.
bring the mac and cheese next week. I won't be here.
And
so.
it's not mac and cheese.
You're such a
food.
brat.
It's liquor based on macaroni and
You
cheese.
just take the powder and mix it with 1 ounce of milk.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Vodka.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
God, milk and
right.
vodka. That does not sound
No.
good.
You think of 4th of July, you think ice cream, hot dogs, burgers, fun, sun, beer. 4th Fest is happening. It is the inaugural Houston 4th Fest in Vintage Park. We're going to tell you all about it when we come back on the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE.
It's the Roula and Ryan Show. We're gearing up for the 4th of July, everybody.
People need to make their plans of what they're going to do. There's daytime activities, there's nighttime activities, and for the first time ever, we're talking about Fourth Fest. It is the inaugural Houston Fourth Fest in Vintage Park. It is sponsored by Michelob Ultra, Top Dog Fireworks, and of course, 104.1 KRBE. From Fourth Fest, we want to welcome Tony Sapp and Graham Schooley. Am I saying your last name right?
That's right.
How you
Hey,
doing?
hi, Tony and
Doing
Graham.
well. How are you guys?
First of all, I'd like to state that, I love Vintage Park. There's so many great
it's beautiful.
shops and so many wonderful restaurants. It's just a blast.
It is.
I love it.
We got a lot of support coming from Vintage Park, too. They're going to have some folks out there for vendor booths, giving out food and things like that as well.
So tell us about Fourth Fest, guys, because this is not an event you're going to go to where you stay to watch fireworks at night. This is how you're going to start your 4th of July, and then it'll be
Exactly.
done by 1 or 2 o'clock.
That's right. Yeah. So this is the start of your day.
Okay.
Right. Fireworks are at the end. We're going to get you started with a traditional road race. So that's what Tony and I primarily produce is road races. This is going to have a 5K. Up to a 17.76 kilometer run.
Whoa.
Right? Yeah, 17.76, right? It's interesting. I was talking to my daughter. She's like, what's the significance of that? And we said 1776, right?
Yes.
So that was Tony's creation. Very creative. Great job. So and then beyond that, we're going to have a beer mile.
The beer
which
mile.
We'll get
Tell
into
us about
that.
this beer
Oh gosh, the beer mile.
Okay.
Beer mile's going to be great. So it encompasses drinking 48 ounces of beer. That's 4 12-ounce cans over a mile. So you're going to drink a beer, you're going to pound a beer, run a quarter mile, pound another beer, run a quarter mile, pound a beer, following me. 48 ounces total over
Challenge
1 mile.
accepted.
And the goal is to try and be like the time winner. Like you want to go as fast as you can. It's not a stroll. Like
No.
I'm going to have a beer and walk a little bit.
So you're sprinting.
Yeah, you want
to
sprint.
fast. It is timed, 100%. It's going to be timed. The award winner, and we've got some awesome belts that are going to be
Nice.
given to the winner of this. So the fastest man wins.
You might want to have a bucket at the finish line.
There will be
we-
plenty of medics, plenty of buckets, plenty of.
It's not a foreign concept though to have beer on a run because for years at the Chevron Houston Marathon they had that.
They do.
I think at mile 22,
Right toward
they
right
have
at the end.
beer.
That's right.
But it's not like a full
Yeah, but
can. It's like
slamming-
a small amount because you need the
Slamming
carbs.
4 beers in 5 minutes.
It's
Not
going to
5
be a lot of
minutes.
fun.
It's not
If you're
5
doing- you
minutes.
how many miles?
1 mile.
It's
It's just 1
But
mile.
it's 1 mile. It depends on how
the world
fast you run
record
it.
is 4 minutes and
Yeah,
some
4.5.
change.
Well, that's for elite runners, honey. None of us in here are elite runners.
So it's pretty
Seems like a
impressive.
12-minute mile. 17-minute mile if I had 4 beers. I'm like, whoo, I'm not going a straight line anymore. It's Houston Fourth Fest. Go to krbe.com to find out more about it. You can participate in the road races that we're talking about, various distances and skill levels, including the 17.76 mile race and the Houston Hot Dog Eating Championship. Are you running while you're eating hot dogs?
Oh no, that's a separate event. That's a separate event.
Okay.
We were talking about this off the air about the hot dogs.
Oh yeah.
Now, what happens before the big contest? You have to try out, right?
Okay, so we have qualification rounds. So
Okay.
we have the hot dog eating championship, which is an 8-minute all you can eat, and you have to qualify for it.
Now,
so,
how many do you have to down to qualify?
Well, whoever can the
well,
most,
I mean, Joey Chestnut does 60, 70, 80,
Yeah.
something like that. So who knows what our Houston champion is going to end up doing.
Yeah.
But in order to qualify, we have 1-minute rounds earlier in the day. So beginning at about 8 o'clock, 1-minute rounds every 5 minutes. Everyone's going to be given the challenge of downing as many as they can in 1 minute, and then the top 10 are going to qualify for the championship.
Now,
Eric, how many do you
hold
think
on,
you could?
Graham.
Eric, how many do you think you could do in a minute?
What size are they?
Regular, just
Standard hot
standard
dogs.
size.
Yeah.
No, not Coney.
Dipping them in hot water?
You can.
Does it got the bun too?
Bun too.
The bun and everything.
Ooh, I could maybe in a minute, maybe
Whatever
2.
condiments you want too. I don't know if
Condiments,
you're a
yeah, you
ketchup
can
on hot
Just-
dog
no,
person or
hell,
not.
I'm not 6 years old.
Don't
But
start
wait,
that
Graham.
debate,
Mustard.
please.
Here's my question, Graham. You are
Sure.
going to be going through how many rounds before you get to the championship? Because your tummy is going to be full of all the practice.
Yeah, so
hot dog
we're
rounds.
going to try to do our qualification rounds early to give people an opportunity to digest, right?
Give
It's
them a little
important.
break. Okay.
So, hopefully we get, the goal is to have 10 people in each
Yeah.
category in our championship. So,
And what's the prize? Just you get a belt that says "I eat the
Actually,
most hot dogs."
where's your prize?
Yeah, we got the-
Yeah,
we got the
belts.
we have the
Let's see
prize, the championship belt, like a
Nice.
like a
Oh, is it as
boxing
nice as the
championship belt.
rapid
It's
fire
going to be
belt?
awesome. Yeah. There it is, just like that.
we have
It was a champion.
We have a
yeah.
rapid fire quiz belt
That's
that I've been
colorful.
milking
That's
for a
right.
week.
White and gold.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shiny.
Top Dog Fireworks Hot Dog Champion. This could be yours, Houston, if you go and register at Houston 4th Fest. Go to krbe.com.
That's right.
Whether you have the stomach to be the hot dog eating champ or you have the stomach to have 48 ounces of beer in a mile that you are running. There are various other races. It's the first time it's happening. The beer mile, the road races, the hot dog eating contest. It's Houston 4th Fest at Vintage Park on 4th of July. And all this activity starts at 6 a.m. to register for the races. And what time is it done by?
We'll be done by around 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So you can go home,
Yeah.
relax, chill out, let your stomach settle, and then go out and see some fireworks for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with this? Was this somebody's idea for a long time? You're like, let's just get this done, and finally it's happening in 2024?
Graham hosts a 4th of July themed event already. So we were just looking at doing something on the day of, and we, kind of have a previous relationship with Vintage Park, and we kind of started talking to
Have
them.
you guys ever done runs yourself?
They have,
yes. I know you can't tell, but we used to.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Runs to the donut store. What do you mean?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, I'm a
We've done many.
former marathon, Houston Marathon finisher.
You guys love the running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's pretty awesome. So the events that we're going to have this on the 4th are going to be, your traditional road races, the 2 additional events as well. It's going to be a ton
How
of
young can
fun.
you be to register? Like, there's a family out there and they have a 12-year-old that likes to run. Can a 12-year-old do one of these races?
Absolutely.
Of course, not a
Yeah.
beer race.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
any of the
We
races.
do have a family.
We have a kids race.
Yeah, family 1.776K, so 1.1 miles.
Oh, perfect.
So if you
Okay.
can run and walk that. So,
So go to-
registration's there as well.
Perfect. Go to krbe.com/Houston 4th Fest, or you'll just see it on our front page there. I like the logo. The logo is a running hot dog holding an American flag and holding a beer.
That's America. That's the America I want to
Can't
live
get
in.
more American than that,
It's a
right?
hot dog in the bun with tennis shoes on and a sweatband. That's cute. Again, Michelob Ultra is going to be sponsoring the Beer Mile Championship.
Correct.
And so it's 12 ounces of beer every quarter mile. Let's see how fast people can run and drink, because it does. I mean, Michelob Ultra is pretty light beer, so it should be okay.
it should
it's
be
just
fine.
hydrating.
It should be fine.
It should be
That's like-
fine.
It's healthy.
We could try that. Here on Try Tuesday.
It's close
You
to
guys-
H2O.
You
Yeah,
guys
it's
can
right
do
there,
it.
yeah.
It
It pretty much is.
It's so
close to
good.
water.
Refreshing.
We
And
might, we might have to do a Try It Tuesday that every,
We'll bring a
45
treadmill
minutes of the Will
in.
and Ryan show, we'll just chug a beer.
Yeah, we'll bring a
and see how it
treadmill in
goes.
here and have a mod see if he can do it.
Drink them, 4 beers in a mile.
Or we can
Because
try
think about
one.
it, in a mile,
Yeah.
the slowest mile, if you walk the slowest you want to walk, I bet you could. The max is 20 minutes.
I'm
if
thinking
you're walking
about doing
slow.
the beer
think you
run.
should do
I'm
it.
really thinking
It's-
about doing it.
Yeah, I think a mod could do it.
We sent a mod guys to the Astros game to see if he could do the 9 hot dogs and 9 beers in 9 innings.
Oh, how did that
do
go?
it?
I did 6 beers and 5 hot dogs. So I
Because
made
the
it
hot dogs were
in,
really
but-
big.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's still a good
and
amount of
they're
work.
pork. I don't really care for pork hot dogs.
Yeah.
He wants beef.
Houston
beef.
4th
Give me the
Fest.
beef.
Houston 4th Fest. Join us. It's going to be a
And
blast.
we do have a special for anybody listening. This code I'm about to give is only valid today.
Okay.
Use code KRBE, 20% off registration across the board.
Nice.
Any event, any event.
Remember
Nice.
KRBE.
Yes,
I've heard of it.
simple enough.
Okay, y'all, there's no
guys.
excuse. Go register right now if you like to run or you want to try it. It sounds like a lot of activities for all ages. It gets started as early as 6 o'clock when you do packet pickups, and then everything should be wrapped up and done by 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
When you get
Time to go
home,
shower.
so you can go
Shower
shower,
and
go
have fun.
relax, and go enjoy some 4th of July fireworks. Houston 4th Fest. Tony and Graham, thanks so much for
Thank
being
you,
with
guys.
us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we are
Thank
very
you.
happy to be one of your sponsors as well. This looks like a really great time. I can't wait to see the winners and how many hot dogs this person takes down.
Yeah, we'll
After
report
3
back.
rounds of practice? Good Lord. Go, Eric. I believe in you.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. All right, coming up next in Celebrity Scoop. Justin Timberlake is enjoying his summer, but he got behind the wheel of the car and he's got a DWI in the Hamptons, kids.
No.
Yes, he did. All the details next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
From Hollywood to H-Town
Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
on KRBE.
Justin Timberlake arrested and in custody on driving while intoxicated charges in the Hamptons. He had dinner at a hotel. It was the American Hotel in Sag Harbor. And he was pulled over after leaving the restaurant on the drive to his friend's house. They say nobody was hurt. He will be arraigned in about an hour. So this is still a breaking story with more information to come. But the question is, did somebody see him leaving the restaurant after having had a lot of drinks and had gotten ahead of it with the cops? Like, you need to follow
That's messed up.
because there
One
are
of
a
the
lot of
Backstreet Boys was
places.
there. He's like, I'm going to fix his ass.
Been beating us for years. That's my turn.
That's all we know for now. But there are a lot of places where I mean, look, everybody handles alcohol differently. I know it's like a chemistry thing with your body. I am not the kind of person that can go somewhere and have 3 margaritas and then drive myself home unless I was there for 7 hours.
Roula.
Some people can drink 3 glasses of wine and drive home just fine.
Typically, you can burn 2 drinks an hour without being intoxicated. That's the average person.
Is that how the blood works or whatever?
Yeah. So you can have 2 drinks within the course of an hour and not blow above a 0.08.
So we'll just have to wait and see what happens here. He's already. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh my God.
I feel like you muted my.
You were talking.
Yeah, I was like,
ear.
I'm like, why do I hear that?
So people need to understand.
Butterfingers today.
We have 2 buttons on our right in front of us where we each sit.
One's a cough.
One's a cough button. The other one is
I didn't hit the
talks
cough.
into Sam's ear. Roula
I
just
sneezed in Sam's ear.
into
And
Sam's
so
ear.
like it cancels everything else out, and I can only hear what you say in your mic. So
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That's like me flubbing them.
He didn't do the. He just.
Didn't
It
do the
doesn't say
sobriety
anything
test.
about
test,
doing
I
like
assume.
blowing into
They always say
the
not to do it. They say just-
breathalyzer. None of that. It just says details are still breaking.
You don't want to give more
But
evidence.
he was
to the
arrested
police.
and in custody for driving while intoxicated after leaving this restaurant at this hotel.
Yeah, having a
See with that.
suspicion of DWI is not the same as having a.
I mean, they'll still get
DWI.
your, like in Texas, they can get your blood and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time they get it, though, doesn't it wear off?
I guess it could if it took an hour or something.
There are certain weekends where they have the no refusal.
And sometimes they
really?
can't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
find your veins, so it's like,
You're so dehydrated from all the alcohol you had, I couldn't even tap you.
That's true.
Is that just proof right there? Okay. I did
Do
not
they
know
do it,
that
or do they
this
have
was...
a doctor do it?
Well, I hope there's somebody somewhere that's a medical
I'm
professional.
sure.
doing
It's,
that.
I'm sure they have a professional.
it's like
withdrawal
Beatrice
blood.
the bailiff.
Yeah.
What the
Hey,
heck?
come over here. Give me your arm.
Hell no.
Eric, you are on top of all of your new series that come for different platforms.
That's a needle. It bounced off my spaghetti vein.
We need to check you for everything.
My God, what's that hiding up there? Okay, so Eric, I'm going to ask you this because I
Us
did
dragons?
not
What?
follow this series getting prepped to be made, but now it's all gone to hell because the money went down. Crystal Lake, the genesis of the story of Jason Voorhees drowning
coming
at
out?
Camp Crystal Lake.
Or did it get
No, it's
canceled?
all dead now. They say how unpaid writers, inexperienced executives, and questionable bookkeeping undid the Friday the 13th series Crystal Lake.
That was an A24 Ahmad. That's
It was a Peacock series, $85 million Peacock
A24 doing
series.
that.
They
It
do
was
the
going to
best
be
stuff.
really good.
What's A24?
It's like a production company. They make
Okay.
a lot of cool like indie horror films and like dramas.
They take
and stuff.
chances on stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
did
this was
everything
their
everywhere
first
all at
major contribution into this series world, and it all
What
got
was it
blown
going to be
bits
about?
now.
Like about Jason
about the
drowning?
mom, about the mom.
Prequel type.
Remember in the
okay, yeah.
spoiler alert, the original Friday the 13th, it was
not-
the mom killing everybody
Yeah, it's not
because her
Jason.
son drowned while they were all, messing around with each other and not paying attention to the
And then
campers.
as the credits are closing and you think the movie's over, soft music is playing, and then Jason's all mutilated, jumps out of the lake and pulls the girl in.
Speaking of shows, by the way, I did see Hitman this weekend.
Isn't it good?
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Glenn,
It's number 1 on Netflix right now.
Like I would, if I had to give it I'd give it like a C+.
This is the bait and switch.
Yeah,
The
because
rom-com.
I
Which
can see
one?
why so many people were mad. I just the girl was very pretty. They had good chemistry together.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
I just I don't know. Maybe I feel bad because like this guy worked his ass off in real life, Gary
the
Johnson.
real hitman.
yeah.
And they took it and made it this whole other story that wasn't
At
even.
the end of the movie, they say, we made this part up.
Wait, don't we have a listener line?
Yeah.
We have a listener line from the sister-in-law of the real
sister-in-law.
hitman.
Yeah.
we gotta get her on because
Because he
love to.
passed away. He's no longer with us.
like I'd like
the
to
real
see
guy.
the stories that he did, how he caught people.
So if we can take a step back, we were talking about this movie. Ryan watched it and really enjoyed it. Then I
did.
watched it because it said like it was a comedy and whatnot. So I'm like, hell yeah.
no comedy.
The first hour of it was pretty good. And then all of a sudden he falls in love and it turns into a freaking love story. I'll turn that off.
Oh my! But
I
yeah,
like
you're
to
watching
know what the bait and
Bridgerton,
switch was.
which is
It
a
was
love story,
rom-com.
Kev.
Yeah, you're into Bridgerton, which is
A
definitely
love story.
Back to
I'm
Bridgerton.
not saying
Yeah,
this
back
is the
to
greatest
Bridgerton.
movie ever made. I just found it refreshing. It wasn't like your typical action movie paint by numbers.
Okay,
It was
so
just
what we
different,
know
and I
about
liked it.
this-
The name was terrible. They
Well,
should just call it
because you
Hitman.
think
Because
that
it's
he's
not
going to
about
go out
being
and
a
kill
hitman.
people, but he never, he's entrapping people.
It should have been like
basically.
called like part-time hitman or something. Or
He's a-
Undercover
he-
hitman.
He was a college professor who helped out local law enforcement, people that wanted to kill a relative or loved one. He would pose as the hitman they were hiring, And once he got the payment from them, the police would swoop in and arrest him for attempted murder.
And then the guy was getting really into it. He's like, because at first he's scared. He doesn't want to do it. He's like, I have to fill in.
Yeah.
And then he got into the characters.
He buried himself in the
Glenn
park.
Powell plays.
He was
the
changing
hitman.
to be all these weird people and stuff. And but then he falls in love with this girl, and he stops her from paying.
Yeah.
He's like, no. Why don't you think about your life? Like, he stopped it.
Yeah, and then
She was in a
To
bad
kill.
marriage.
She wanted
and
to kill her husband.
Oh,
But
okay.
for some
okay,
reason,
okay.
he like glammed onto her, and he's like, no, he stopped her.
And then that's the romantic
And
comedy.
then he
twist.
falls in love with her.
Goes
Yeah.
downhill from there.
Okay.
That's what Kevin
Yeah,
was
Mark
like,
said that he won't watch it because you guys were giving reviews of it, and he's like, "This sounds silly."
a solid B. It's free on. Well,
I
it's
think
not free,
it's-
but if you have Netflix, it's free.
I do have Netflix.
There you go.
I
Watch
give it a B+.
I don't know if he's.
But I want to hear more from the girl who said that was her brother-in-law, and yeah, that wasn't his life at all.
I hate when they take from a story and then there's nothing to do
They've
with
always got to Hollywoodize it.
I like Richard Linklater.
He's good. Okay, so the guy that directed
Director.
this, he's the man
Dazed and
that
Confused.
He made Dazed and Confused. He made Boyhood, that movie that took 12 years to make. Where he used the same
one?
actors. And Boyhood, that's a great movie.
Is that with Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, they filmed some of it here.
Yeah, they filmed a lot of it here.
Didn't they also do Before Sunrise with Ethan Hawke and
then After.
And there's like 3 movies. Every 10 years they do the movie
With the same
Interesting.
cast.
the
Yeah.
same cast, and it was like when they met on a train, and then they met again, and now they have kids.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a great filmmaker.
People are still texting us from our segment earlier asking, what's it like to be in a coma? Can you hear anything? And everyone was texting us that there's a show on Max all about coma patients. It's called Coma.
My God.
Well, that's a
called Coma.
rewind.
That's a good name. Hope it's not a love story.
Could be.
Yeah, go in
While you were
thinking I'm getting a
sleeping.
coma and I get a dumb love story.
While you were sleeping.
Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
It looks great right now, but we are under a flood watch today and tomorrow. We're expecting heavy, heavy rainfall. Houston could get between 3 to 6 inches. Galveston, 6 to 9 inches. The threat of heavy rain is coming in from this potential tropical cyclone. And a lot of Houston residents concerned because there's so much leftover storm debris from last month's storm that they have not cleared yet.
And people are
Clear out your
worried that
ditches.
If
there's
we start
power
flooding,
again,
that stuff's going to
and
clog everything up.
What's going to happen? Because now what we fear as Houstonians, wait a second, these random storms are just turning into little cyclones and turning us upside down for all these days.
If you think about it, the last couple of years we've been through a lot. Let's go back to the ice storm. You remember that? Well,
21.
The Texas Supreme Court just said the Public Utility Commission was within its right to adjust electricity pricing during the 2021 deadly storm.
Of course they are.
Like, in other words,
Not gonna help us.
We're going to let them just basically gouge us. So attorneys for Luminant Energy argued that the PUC overstepped its authority by directing the Electric Reliable Council, ERCOT, to set the prices to the maximum allowed at that time. So the power plants then sold electricity, listen to this, $9,000 per megawatt for 32 hours. Millions of people lost their power. Hundreds of people died because the temperatures were in the single digits. And the price hike cost ratepayers $16 billion. So they went ahead, they basically just gouged us, and our Texas Supreme Court said, hey, it's okay.
I
You can
still
do
want to
that.
know what the heck is going on with the water bills. I had $2,500 water bills, $3,000 water bills, and I want to know what the heck has happened to that now that we know it was all a huge scam. And they were lining their pockets personally and privately.
Well, they fixed mine because I went out and opened up the water meter
box?
Yeah, and opened up the box and took a picture of the meter, and I was like, "Look, this does not line up with the numbers on your paper."
Good for
and
you.
Now I got a bill that had a negative on it. It says negative $58.
Oh, they credited
so
you.
they owe me now.
Nice.
I'll be calling the city after the
I like
show.
that. By the way,
Taking Home
Texas,
Depot card.
Proof.
I was going to give a shout out. Texas A&M, for the first time in program history, has won the first 2 games of the College World Series, and the Aggies are now on the brink of their first CWS championship series.
Cool.
So Aggies could win the College World Series.
Who are they playing against?
Right now, let's see.
There's a bunch of teams in there.
Yeah. So
And you have to play so many
But aren't you in the finals if you're about to win it? There's just 2 teams left.
to go to the
then.
championship, I believe.
it'll be Wednesday against either Florida or Kentucky.
It's like March Madness. I understand how that works with brackets. And college baseball is always confused.
College baseball is very
It's like, wasn't the
confusing
school
to
over
me.
in May and they're still playing?
Yeah. How is that?
You bring up the coma. Somebody just texted, when I was in my coma, I couldn't hear anything, but I had the strangest dreams. When I was heavily sedated, I could hear people almost like listening to a podcast with headphones on.
Sounds like everyone had a kind of different experience.
Totally.
Think about all the drugs are in you.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people
You
are
gotta
saying
think-
watch the movie Awake with Jessica Alba. That's another good coma movie. Okay. Thanks for the suggestion, guys.
Just even like I think you're right, Eric. It's a lot of the drugs that are new. Like the out of body experience I had when I was life flighted and
You know,
stopped
the
breathing.
drugs-
I did, but I mean, I still believe what happened to me happened to me. One day, maybe I'll share that whole story on the air. But it definitely was a life changing experience. I don't look at life the same anymore.
It was very hot.
What?
No, I did not go to hell, Eric. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
Eric saying I had an out of body experience and I went straight to hell.
What does
You
he look
changed your
like?
ways, so
What
I
does he
figured.
smell like?
Oh my God.
Now I've got to be nice because I'm trying to buy my way out of the house.
That'd be a better movie than Hitman.
What happened on Revenge today?
Jerkman.
We're talking about a storm coming to us tonight into tomorrow. What about people who still haven't fixed their fence from the last storm?
Yeah.
That's what Sarah's beef was with her neighbor. You'll hear Revenge next on the Roula and Ryan Show.